Husband left me and our newborn baby for another woman. Original post, June 16, 2024. We've been married for 3 years. I'm 30, he's 34. I had a baby 6 weeks ago. After giving birth, my husband was cold and so distant. I thought that he needed time to adjust to the new normal, but turns out he was actually planning to leave us. 2 weeks ago he said to me that it's not working out anymore and he doesn't want to be married to me. The news broke my heart. I kept asking him why was he doing this to our family, and his response was, I can't pretend anymore. He took all his clothes and left 2 days after. I just had this gut feeling that he was seeing someone else, so I got into his email and found hotel reservations. He brought her on a vacation when I thought he was on a business trip. Searched her name on Facebook and saw him in the background of her pictures. Turns out this has been going on for a year. I'm so hurt dealing with this and taking care of a newborn baby. I've been crying all day for the past 2 weeks and being delusional, thinking he will come back to us when he realizes he made a mistake. I texted him when I found out about the other woman and he ignored me, then hours later asked how our son was doing, so I blocked him. I've been feeling so lost. I have no appetite, haven't been eating. As a result, my milk supply is really low. I don't know what to do anymore. Relevant comments. Dear_parsnip_6802, do you have family or friends who can help support you? I know you don't feel ready, but you need legal advice as to your entitlements. You need him to pay child support at the very least. OOP, my parents have been really supportive. OOP on if she is able to change the locks of the house. OOP, don't think I'm legally allowed to change the locks. Update, June 25, 2024. This morning, my husband came back, saying he made a mistake leaving his family and wants to work things out. These past weeks have been so rough. I've cried myself to sleep many nights, all while taking care of a baby. I'm still hurting and feel even worse now that he's back. Coming back doesn't erase all the emotional stress he's caused me. He left me and our baby when we needed him the most. I'm so lost and confused. Relevant comments. Bujib 5000. I wonder if she even knew he was married and or had a pregnant wife/newborn baby. I bet she recently found out. Just my guess. OOP. I think she knew. He told me he left her. I don't believe him. I actually sent her a message. I'm currently waiting on a response. Pretixpity, you need to speak with a lawyer. BC at him being at the house instead of you may work against you in the divorce, if it matters. OOP, I asked him to leave and he refused, so I left instead. I spoke to an attorney. They said I can't stop him from staying in our home. OOP questioning if her husband was having a mental breakdown or not. OOP, if that's the case, he was having a mental breakdown even before I got pregnant. He was having an affair before I even got pregnant, and it all unfolded when I gave birth. Update, text messages from other woman, June 26, 2024. Texts with AP and I, this confirms he's a liar and has been lying to both of us. My previous post was very vague, so I thought I'd provide more detail. When my husband came back yesterday, he apologized and said it was a huge mistake. He admitted he wasn't thinking straight and would do anything to make things right between us. He wants to be here for me and our son, repeatedly asking what he needs to do to make things right. I told him I didn't want to see him right now and that it was best if he left, but he refused and kept begging to stay, saying he was sorry and calling himself an idiot who doesn't deserve me. I asked why he did this to us, and he admitted he wasn't thinking clearly and said nothing can justify his horrible actions. Transcripts of the texts. OW. Other woman. OW. It's me. I don't use Messenger, so thought it would be better to text you for starters. Redacted. Told me y'all were separated and he'd started the divorce process. OW. I feel so stupid now believing him. OOP. How long were y'all seeing each other and did you knew about our son all this time? OW. I met him a year ago at Starbucks, where he paid for my coffee. That moment marked the beginning of our relationship. A few months ago, I discovered about the baby and decided to break things off. However, he insisted that it didn't mean anything and kept expressing his desire to be with me. OW. He moved in with me weeks ago till this morning he woke up and said he's going back to his family. OOP. He told me weeks ago the same time he moved in with you that it wasn't working with us anymore and he left me and our 4-week-old. OW.
Aww.
OMG, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I wouldn't let him move in with me had I known. OOP, you don't need to apologize. You didn't know. Boop. OW, I'm stuck in a lease I can't afford by myself because he convinced me to get this apartment for us, only to bail on me. OOP, how old are you? OW, 25. OW, please feel free to ask me anything you want to know. OW, were you ever separated? OOP, we were never separated and lived together till a few weeks after I gave birth. OOP, did he tell you why we separated? OW, he didn't say much. It was very brief. All he mentioned was that things weren't working out between you two and something about growing apart. Oh, when I found out you were pregnant, he said you were trying to trap him with the baby. OOP. Our child was planned actually, and it was his idea to begin with. It's clear as day he's a pathological liar. Oh, is he back at your house or was that also one of his lies? OOP. He came back, but we're not getting back together. Oh, good for you, he's an asshole. Oh, for the record, I'm done with him too. Relevant comments. How did OOP feel after talking with the other woman? OOP, thank you. I tried my best to be understanding and not get upset. This woman owes me nothing, I can't be mad at her. OOP on if the other woman knew about the baby, she was with the husband for a year before OOP found out. OOP, she knew, but my guess is she really loved him and didn't care. Regardless, this is all on him. He was lying to both of us. I think she just wanted confirmation since we both know he lies about everything. If she chooses to take him back, that's on her. Disclaimer, OOP has updated after the BORU was posted. So per rules update is included. Update number 3, July 3, 2024. In the process of filing for a divorce, the stress has been overwhelming. It even landed me in the hospital. My blood pressure was extremely high and I was severely dehydration. My attorney advised me to move back into the house until the divorce is finalized. Since then, things have been very strange. My husband is now trying to win me over, but it's too late. I strongly dislike him for leaving me for another woman. He has been taking care of our son during the day to give me breaks, cooking meals, and even bringing the food to me. I haven't been eating it. Instead, I throw it in the trash and have told him to stop cooking for me. He brought me flowers, which I also threw away. He's been trying to talk to me, but I walk away and lock myself in my bedroom. I'm staying in the guest room. Last night, he asked if we could watch a movie together, and I said no and told him to leave me alone. He's even cried and begged for another chance, but I can't get over what he's done to me. Despite everything, I found myself crying tonight because I feel bad for treating him poorly. Why am I feeling bad for someone who disregarded my feelings and left me alone with our baby when I needed him the most? Story 2. AITA for taking away my brother's +1 and inviting his girlfriend myself? Original post, June 11, 2024. I kind of know I am the asshole, but I need to know how bad it was. My brother is 29 and has been with Leah for about 2 years. We all like her, she is super nice. I am getting married next April and send an invite to my brother's apartment. We decided to send invites to households and not individuals. For example, our aunt received an invite for her family and not for each individual. Last Thursday, we met at my parents' place. It was just the core family because of some tax reasons. While there, I asked my brother about Leah's dietary restrictions. I know that she is a vegetarian for health reasons and that she cannot have certain raw vegetables. He said that she wasn't going to come and that he was taking his girl best friend, Amanda, instead. Now, their relationship is weird AF. Amanda has always been stringing my brother along, in my opinion. He always denies having feelings for her, but let's be real here. Amanda would date other guys, blow off my brother, then when things were on the decline with her partners, she would be attached to him again. Her last boyfriend broke up with her right around the time my brother, his then ex-girlfriend, Amanda, and her ex were supposed to travel to Spain. What did my idiot brother do? Go with Amanda alone because Amanda was uncomfortable with his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, he acted blindsided when his girlfriend broke up with him. I didn't even say anything anymore because it's all so weird. So, when he said that, I asked if Leah already had other plans. But my brother said that Amanda had asked if she could come because it would be an opportunity to finally see the old gang. We were in the same friend group in high school. I told him that I would have invited Amanda if I wanted her there. Amanda is mean and cold. She always makes disparaging comments about other girls. At every event, around 1 hour in, she will make some sort of scene that either has her running away crying or sitting mad at a table telling everyone to leave her alone, and then making a cryptic comment about something hurting her. I told my brother I was revoking his +1 and Amanda was not coming to our wedding. He accused me of being misogynistic and bigoted because I don't understand opposite-sex friendships. Which is BS. My husband has a female childhood friend who is his best woman. I love her too, and she has been amazing. And she respects fucking boundaries. She always includes me and made a huge effort when I started dating my fiancé to integrate me into the friend group. Anyway, I said my decision was final. He could take it or leave it, but I would be inviting Leah myself because I like her. He screamed at me and told me to keep out of his business. I said to get rid of his weird fucking feelings for Amanda. He is mad at me. My dad said is none of our deal. My mom is furious with my brother. So AITA? Edit. To answer some questions. The invite was addressed to the Smiths. Funnily enough, Leah had the same last name as us. Granted, we have one of the most common last names. Yes, they live together. The tax thing is nothing huge. My parents have a small business but are really bad at keeping track of all their receipts. So every month we go and help them. We digitalize the receipts and put them in a bookkeeping software for the accountant. Amanda is in the comments. Say hi. The alleged Amanda comments. Editor's note, the account replying is a well-established account on AITA and commented on many posts before commenting on OOPs. It was not a new account nor a throwaway. Do not DM this person or harass them in any way, this goes against the rules of the sub. I am only including this because it is relevant to what OOP wrote and pointed out. Excellent count 4009, YTA. If he has any sense, he simply will not come to your wedding, that's the correct way to handle AHs like you. And, if he has any sense, he will go no contact with you. OOP.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Excellent count 4009. Well, if you don't mind your brother and dad not coming to your wedding, that's fine. But the way you handled it makes you the AH. Not inviting your brother would have been fine. Giving him an invite, trying to dominate him and decide his relationships for him, and then uninviting his +1 because you want to decide who his partner is, that's overstepping. OOP, my dad is not mad at me, dude. He thinks it's unnecessary drama. He doesn't like Amanda either, so he is just keeping out. Amanda replied to several other commenters. I included a few here. Commenter, NTA your brother is though. He needs a huge reality check. This chick Amanda sounds super problematic and toxic and sinks it is your wedding. You are absolutely within your rights to decide who gets to be there and who doesn't. Hope your brother will realize how manipulative Amanda is and cut her from his life before she manages to destroy even more for him. Amanda, all of that is none of OP's business. SHE gave him a plus and revoked it. She is an AH for intruding into his relationship. Ties will break up her family. Let's see if her brother and dad will be the only ones not coming. Commenter, it's confusing then why he and Amanda aren't together. They seem to be into each other. Or does he really like Amanda but she uses him as a placeholder and doesn't reciprocate his feelings? If that's the case, he needs to put distance there so he can move forward or you're right, he will be alone until Amanda gets married to someone else. Amanda, what do you expect? He has an sister. Relevant comments. Commenter. You can invite Leah yourself, but by the sounds of your brother's behavior, who knows if they will even still be together by then. Even if they are, I wouldn't count on her sticking around if he keeps prioritizing Amanda over her. OOP. I like Leah like genuinely as a friend and would like her there. I should honestly just have invited her officially, too. I should have honestly have been able to foresee David would do this. Commenter. How does Leah feel about Amanda? OOP, well she feels hyper insecure about Amanda. Commenter, she should, because this behavior is a pretty obvious sign that should Amanda give him a chance, he will cheat on Leah in a second, and has probably done so with his exes. OOP, agree 100%. If Amanda wrote him right now that she wants him, he would drive pantless to her place. On OOP's brother. I given up talking to him years ago. I always feel sorry for the amazing girls he brings home, though. I still talk to his ex. She helped me with Y career. He is going to end up alone. Commenter, but just to be safe, tell Leah she is invited even if she isn't with your brother anymore at the time of the wedding because, let's be real here, she can do a lot better and it's just a matter of time before she realizes that and dumps him. Let Leah have a +1 so she can enjoy herself. That would make her feel truly welcome. Your brother is a major asshole, and I don't blame you at all for not wanting his side piece at your wedding. I also wouldn't blame you if you didn't want him at your wedding. OOP, she can so much better. On paper, my brother is pretty great. Amazing job, financial stability, he volunteers at animal shelters and cares about his appearance. And when he is not drooling for Amanda, he is generally really nice and loving. But bro, why aren't he and Amanda together? It's so weird, man. She is jealous when anyone spends time with him. I once told him to ask her to have a one-sided open relationship where she gets to do what she wants, and he waits at home for her because he already does that. Commenter, did he even told Leah she was invited? There might be a possibility that he's lying and the girlfriend didn't even know about the wedding. OOP, she did not in fact know. Commenter, how did she learn about it? From you or from him? For damage control. OOP, I called Leah in front of him, asking her about it. She had no idea. OOP is voted NTA. Update post, June 25, 2024, 2 weeks later. I listen to 2 hot takes every day on my commute, so it was a huge surprise when you responded to my post. Thanks for your insights. Editor's note, TikTok here, YouTube video segment here. Regarding the invitation, I now realize I shouldn't have phrased it as inviting a single person. I thought inviting households would be cute and less pressure for guests. Lesson learned. Here's an update I'd like to share with you. After the confrontation, I didn't hear from Leah or my brother for about 2 days. During that time, Amanda reached out to me upset about my Reddit post. She called me an asshole and insisted that Leah is not the only special woman in my brother's life. She argued neither Leah nor I have the right to be selfish with my brother's time, asserting she existed before Leah or any of his girlfriends and would outlast them all. She ended with a presumptuous statement that she would surely see me at my wedding. I was fuming. I chose not to engage with her other remarks, but instead sent her a clear message. Hello Amanda. You are not invited to my wedding. If you want to see the old gang, please organize a coffee date when they're all in town. Should you appear at the wedding, you will be escorted out, peacefully by staff or with police involvement. Please refrain from contacting me or my husband. Amanda responded with more emails, mostly vague threats and name-calling, and turned to Instagram to indirectly target me. She tagged me in posts, making my username small so people wouldn't notice me tagged, but would see it in my notifications. She also used an Ask Me Anything sticker on her Instagram story, where I'm pretty sure she asked herself leading questions. Highlights included questions like, what's the perfect outfit for a wedding, with a photo of herself in a dress captioned, this. But sadly I'll never get to use it. And what is your pet peeve, followed by a rant about nosy people who think they have the right to control others. She flooded her story with sad quotes about no longer having a girl's girl. She tagged me in every single one. Of course, I screenshotted them all. Some friends reached out when Amanda started spreading a different story, claiming I originally invited her but later disinvited her because Leah hates her and pressured my brother to do the same. The cool part, not one person believed her. Many of our old high school friends have cut ties with Amanda, and the few guys who still talk to her are more linked to my brother. They reached out to let me know Amanda was spreading rumors. The girls in the group blocked her after she vented to them, which led Amanda to start bombarding their phones. My brother panicked, thinking I'd started a campaign against her. Speaking of my brother, he called and texted me multiple times, furious that I excluded Amanda and even blamed me for any harm she might come to. He went as far as calling our mother, saying Amanda was depressed and threatening never to forgive me if something happened to her. My mom advised him to call for a welfare check if he was genuinely concerned because he, as an individual with no training, wouldn't be equipped to handle such situations. The biggest development is that my brother got kicked out of his shared apartment. Leah called me to say their relationship might not continue and that she might not feel comfortable coming to the wedding. I understood her decision and offered an open ear. We met for coffee, and she recounted their ugly fight. Without going into all the details, Leah didn't hold back. She made my brother read every single text out loud between him and Amanda and sent a copy to one of her male friends, who replied, Leah, WTF. This is not okay. She used this as evidence that their interactions were, at best, inappropriate and, realistically, an emotional affair. When my brother begged her to stay, she asked him why, knowing he would always choose Amanda. He swore he wouldn't, but his immediate response to a hysterical call from Amanda about me bullying her proved otherwise. Leah left while he comforted Amanda in another room. Later, she texted him that he needed to move out while she was away. It's her apartment, and she didn't want to see him until certain conditions were met, cutting Amanda out completely and seeking therapy to address his unhealthy patterns. The fight spanned 2 intense days. Leah found solace in your podcast and the comments here. She described it as surreal but helpful. She sends her greetings and wants people in similar situations to know a few things. Don't fear being alone because being with someone who's not good for you will make you feel lonelier than being single. Never enter a relationship with a I can fix him mentality as it usually ends in heartbreak. Prioritize yourself, and while trying to work things out is noble, don't depend on it as the solution. That's pretty much it. It sounds convoluted, like a soap opera, but my day-to-day life has surprisingly been calm. I think my brother really needs to mature and either commit to Amanda or realize he's being strung along. And to Amanda, please grow up and leave me alone. Relevant comment. Commenter, well, is your dad still coming to your wedding? I'm so glad Leah dumped your bro. OOP, yes, of course. Also they are on a break. Please insert Ross Gallery meme here.